Alright, so after my last video on Hell Cows, I decided to shift the focus over to specific targeted item farming. So I decided to pick a couple items just to show you and what are the best places to go to find them. So first off, I wanted to go through Arachnids Mesh. Best place is going to be Mephisto or Diablo, but as you look through these things, it's possible to drop from different places, but the odds just decrease the more that you go down. So some of these are going to be in the same place, like Diablo's going to be in there with Lord Desace and Grand Vizier. So, and Infector of Souls. So you're going to get some of these in the same place, like Lister the Tormentor, Calenzo, they're both in there on the Bale Wave. Bartuk the Bloody, which one is he? He's he's one of the highest chances to drop him though. No, he's not. So the fact of the matter is Arachnids Mesh is one of the rarer items in the game. It's not the rarest, but if you specifically want to target Arachnids Mesh, you're going to want to go boss running. Mephisto, Bale, Diablo. So I mean, you'll probably find one eventually. Griffin's Eye. Now this is another one that's going to drop, Bale runs. You can drop it off of Pendle. You can drop it off of uniques and cow level, which is pretty surprising. You can drop it off of Nilithak, so you could get it while you're key running. Griffin's is just really one of the rarest in the game. It's really hard to find. By the time you find the Griffins, you might have dropped 2 or 3 Arachnids Mesh. Drax. I put this one on here just because it's such a useful item in my opinion. It's something that really comes in handy for doing Ubers with the physical character. Whether that's a smiter, whether that's a frenzy barb, whatever the case may be. Your best bet for Drax is going to be doing like boss runs. Once again, it's another one of those really rare ones, but you could get it off like a seal boss. So it's one of those ones you're going to want to do boss runs. You could get it off of Pendle. There's Pendle, but the chances of getting it off of Pendle are really low. So if you're target farming it, you're gonna want to just do boss runs more than likely, so that you can get a chance off of the seal bosses and stuff, or the wave bosses, the unique stuff around the levels. Pretty much Act 3 to Act 5 boss runs. So I put War Travelers on here because this is a unique one. If you want to pretty much guarantee yourself a chance of getting it, you can just do a bunch of Nightmare Diablo runs. But honestly, this is one that you're probably going to want to just find by circumstance along the way of farming other stuff. Because if you look at the chances when you're in Nightmare, it goes from basically 330. Statistically, it could take more, it could take less by a little bit, but you could statistically do 328 runs and guarantee yourself a pair of War Travs. But everything else that you're going to get along the way is just going to be much worse than if you were to do like hell runs somewhere else. Because if you were to do Bale or anywhere else, the number just jumps up dramatically. to the point where once it starts getting in the 31,000, it's like you might as well be in hell hunting for a griffin's eye at that point, and just happen to get this, because the chances, even though aside from that bunch of Diablo runs, the chances in hell of getting it along the way of doing some other type of boss runs or doing Travancool or something like that, but you're better off doing that. I got a pair of 50 War Travs off of Travancool a couple weeks ago. So Gore Riders is another example that's kind of like that. If you wanted to guarantee getting it, it's kind of the same type of thing with like an SOJ. It's one of those ones where you might as well be playing in hell to give yourself that chance at runes, better bases, better, just so many different other things that you're not going to be able to drop in Nightmare. That's why some items, the really low treasure classes, when you find them in hell, it feels really crazy, because like for instance, like finding like Rixit's Keen or Torch of Eero or Umbral Disc or one of those like low level items, low treasure class items, those ones are really rare in hell. Kind of feels like a waste of RNG. Here's another one that you could statistically do a ton of runs and get, but at the same time we might as well be farming in hell at that rate, because I mean, you don't really want to be doing 1600 runs, in my opinion. I feel like best way to go is just stick to the good places where you could find anything in the game. Like I found a SOJ. Where did I find? I think I found the SOJ like Hell Act Hell Act 3, like Durus of Hate level 2 or something like that. It was either that or it was like off a cow. I know I found one off Travancool before. It's like you never know where you're gonna drop something. So that's why I like to stick to hell and then go through a bunch of boss runs and then go through all the level 85 areas that are convenient. Some of them that have low density I don't really like to go to, but I always go to the pits. I always go to like the Countess, and I kill enemies along the way, especially like the ghost packs, especially the champion packs and stuff like that. Basically do all the key runs. I started doing Stony Tombs recently as well. Started doing basically all the bosses so that I can get essences for tokens, and then just getting good drops along the way. And then if I want to get runes, probably do either Chaos Sanctuary cows or World Stone and just do full clears. Or for Chaos, I'll do the Seal Pop technique, which if you don't know about, you can definitely find videos on YouTube for that. But yeah, ooh, it's pretty early over here. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Appreciate you, and everybody have a great day.